passenger seat.
What do you got there, Andrew?
Coconut water. Fresh from the tree.
My whole face?
No.
Day 7. Today was Tuesday, and what a Tuesday it was. We planned to go to Shipyard, a Mennonite community outside of Orange Walk, which is Orange Walk itself is like 45 minutes away. We left around 8, probably more like 8:15, 8:20, and we actually drove to the gas station first. We got
the bootleg gas.
I know.
Hey everyone, welcome to your daily pill camera update. We're currently getting gas. And I don't know if you see that, but the big old jug that we're filling it up with is leaking as he's filling it. And I don't know what the long-term effects of inhaling gas are, but we're gonna find out here pretty soon.
What's that?
Kind
of smells like he's just
the
pouring
fumes.
it on the floor of the car.
What, you guys smell the gas, huh?
I hope no one is lighting their cigarettes.
Oh, no, they can't smoke cigarettes from here.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's what they always say.
Because I think we'd go up in a ball of flames just from the
know.
fumes alone. Anyway.
From there, we went to Orange Walk, and the plan, I think, from the get-go was to get breakfast in Orange Walk before we go to Shipyard. We went to a restaurant called Excellent Restaurant.
Chinese food for breakfast.
Yeah, we had chow mein, chicken chow mein,
and chicken fried rice.
chicken fried rice.
And I'm 95% sure that it was chicken.
It was probably goat. So the funny thing was, when we left the restaurant, we saw a sign that said they were in need of help. So I really want to apply for this job, but I'm missing one of the requirements. I could just switch. I think I would make a cute little worker.
Yeah, you just put your hair up in a
I could.
ponytail.
Johnny's thinking about applying. I'm thinking about applying as well. So yeah, got breakfast and then we drove to Shipyard. And Shipyard wasn't exactly what we were expecting. It was like, are we in Shipyard? Are we not in Shipyard? It just seemed so spread out and so low key. There wasn't really businesses anywhere. It was more like different parcels of land that clearly families lived on, and everybody's got their own business. You know, somebody fixes up big semi trucks, somebody grows different fruits, somebody makes shoes, somebody, you know, everybody's got their own thing. So I really don't think it was what we thought it was going to be in the end. We tried going to some community store after driving around for like 45 minutes. And the thing is, all the roads out there, once you got onto the actual property of Shipyard, the roads were horrible. And then there's crazy Belizean people speeding past you, and then you're trying to just not break your own car. And then you also have to pass by cart-drawn
Horse and buggy
stuff.
With the Mennonites in them.
With the Mennonites in them. And so, yes, it was weird. It was just a little uncomfortable in the car for that long on that road, but it was fine. So we drove around and we at least got to see a lot of, it was pretty out there. There's a lot of farmland, a lot of open area, and it's fascinating to see the Mennonites doing their work and just being in their community and seeing how that all plays out. But it wasn't quite the level of interaction or urbanization I think we were expecting. But that's okay. So we went to it was on the map as a restaurant. And it was not a restaurant. I mean, they sold food, fresh food and hot food probably, but...
Was a gas station without any of the gas.
Yeah, exactly. So there was this like 12 or 13-year-old
It was just a station.
Mennonite boy working the counter, and it's like all these people that are clearly in the middle of their workday getting lunch or whatever.
Dude, he was looking us up and down like
Yeah.
we did not belong.
Yeah. We ended up getting cinnamon rolls, soda, pencils for our crossword, and yeah, just a pillar of health all around for what we were buying. Nothing like sugar and lead. That's really what we got at the end of the day. And what does Grandpa call the erasers? They're not called erasers.
Robota.
Sounds so wrong. Yeah, so we didn't really need a pencil for a pencil. We needed a pencil for the eraser because we suck that much at crossword.
It's 7.
We suck. We burned through our original eraser.
Yeah, I was in the car with a little speck of an eraser.
Yeah, it got really depressing.
Trying to
So
erase
we saw these fancy fat pencils on the shelf in this convenience store, and I was like, "Oh, get one of those! Get one of those!" So, yeah, I was able to capture a lot of that stuff with my little shirt pill camera. We get looks left and right from everybody that's there. That's what I expect. I completely understand. We're very much different than the normal demographic. We put together that the Mennonite kids, or just Mennonites in general, could speak up to like 4 different languages. They have English, Spanish, Creole, and German. So then from there, we drove to Grandma's other cousin's house, where he lives with his wife, which is also a hardware store right off of the Northern Highway. Very close to Curacao town, just not quite that far north. And we hung out with them for a while. She, of course, fed us.
It was a nice store. And she brought us lots of stuff.
Yeah, she brought us ideals, water, bananas.
Homegrown bananas.
As we're hanging out with them, her husband, Baldemero, was like, "Hey, I have a bunch of land across the street. You want to go over there and I'll show you, the coconuts, and we can eat the coconuts and drink the water from them and all this stuff."
And at first we were like, no, I think we're okay.
Well, because he presented it as, "Do you want coconut water?" And I was like,
No,
not really. I'm fine.
And I proceeded to tell him, well, I've had it before from a store. And as soon as I said that, he started cracking up laughing. I said, I've had it before from a store and I didn't care for it. He's like, oh, no, you got to try it fresh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So we walked over.
Got a machete.
He got a machete.
Yeah, we walked across the street with the machete, and I told him, I said, "It looks like we're on our way to kill someone."
I do my going.
All right.
Let's go.
It looks like we're on the way to kill somebody.
We walked to his land across the street, which he promptly told us that 30 years ago he bought the land for $750.
I just paid 700. Sorry.
$750
Yeah.
US
Yeah.
for this?
Yeah. 1,500 Belize.
And yeah, he got down 3 coconuts. He knocked them down. We all took him to the bed of this trailer, and then he's literally just like, cha, 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 able to form a little hole to sip out of. And then we all had our own little coconut drink that we were drinking. And we put together that there was maybe four cups of coconut water in there, ish.
Almost done?
It's a good amount.
No.
It was good.
It was. It tasted nothing like whatever I got in the store
No.
that day.
The store is loaded with sugar and other crap in there.
It just this. I was telling your dad the stuff from the store just was like bitter. It wasn't sweet. It had like a
It's almost
like
too
a
sweet sometimes.
day-old sock taste to it. Wow, it was bad.
I don't know if I would have gone that first,
but the stuff we had today was awesome.
So we drank it, and then he fashioned us.
He cut them in half.
Yeah, he cut them in half,
And then he like chopped off a little piece of the husk for a spoon, and then we ate all of the coconut meat
inside.
out of it.
Whoa.
Ah, there you go. A little spoon, see? See that? How is it?
How is it? It's good.
Delicious, Johnny.
Yeah.
The coconut drinking, eating experience was probably a highlight next to a low part of the trip for me where the property where the coconut trees were was infested with mosquitoes that apparently just wanted to attack the white guy that was there. So I got bit probably half a dozen times, but I don't know how I got bit like a big giant one on my freaking
Poor guy.
forehead.
He looked like he just got into a brawl at the bar.
Is it on? Is it on all? Is it on my whole face? No. Yeah. My whole face? No.
You see your forehead, Johnny?
It looks bad. Poor guy.
Es que porque los gringos les gusta venir con sus shirt pants. They like to come with it.
Yeah.
Mosquito like the leg.
Yeah.
Pierna.
The leg.
I should have worn a pants.
They don't want the culi, they want the gringo.
Ah, the one the gringo.
Alright.
That's okay, man. Anda on su cabeza.
So then we went back across the street and hung out for a little bit longer. Johnny put some tiger balm on all of his mosquito bites. And then we said goodbye to them, hopped back in the car, and drove another 5 or 10 minutes to another family that Grandma and Grandpa are friends with. And I think she said she met these people through the radio station. So the parents, and then there were like still 5 kids that lived there. They have like 5 other kids ranging from probably age 7 to, I don't know what you think, 16, 15 or 16. These people's property was really cool. They had a bunch of stuff they were growing. It was a lot of land. They had a nice house. And, you know, just really nice people. We hung out there for maybe 30 minutes. It was pretty brief. And then Grandma was like, I'm tired. Let's go home. I want to go home.
And you know,
She's
once
so
she
eager to
says
go
that-
visit people, and then she's so eager to leave. It's hilarious.
And you know, once she says that, I'm ready to go, or it's time to go home, or I'm tired. You have about 3 minutes before she's in the car.
3 minutes before she's mobile. And at first she looks around like, okay, let's go, and then nobody initiates. So she's just like, all right,
She
I'm
starts
a
walking.
woman of my word. I'm moving. So she's mobile.
And it was funny too. Well, I guess it must have been funny for you guys. I really had to go to the bathroom at that point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I decided they were mainly Spanish speaking.
Yep.
So I decided to use some of the Spanish that I know, and I just said, "Pardon me, where's the bathroom?"
No,
But in
say it
Spanish?
how you said it.
Perdóname, ¿dónde está el baño?
Yes, I'm tired.
Perdóname,
Feel like I want to
¿dónde
sleep.
está el baño?
El
baño. Adentro.
Sí, es adentro.
And then she's like,
I mean, I at that point, I had no idea if I said it correctly or what, but she knew what I said.
I think
She
I don't
told me
know if
the
I have
bathroom.
that part on camera, but she was like, "Oh, El Baño," and then she was like, "Oh yeah, come over here to blah blah blah," and then Johnny walks inside with her, and then the husband was like, "Es Juanito? Oh, muy buen, muy bueno," something like that. It was so funny. He was like, "Wait a minute, that white guy just said that?" It was funny.
I know enough to get by.
Oh, it was great.
He knows how to say del baño. So bueno.
So we left and drove home. And then we just went to dinner at the same restaurant we were at last night. And we were very excited it was still open. A, because we were going at like 8:15. And B, they didn't say we were out of this or we were out of that. They just... Okay, that's what you want. You're going to get that.
You got it.
And we were very excited. And it was delicious. See why we were excited? I forgot to film this. I already ate it. I was so excited. Jonny can't even vlog anymore because he's too busy eating.
I didn't order just one. let me preface that.
Yep, had dinner, came home, and
No, we're just hanging out.
we're vlogging. And gonna take our ice cold showers pretty soon. Jonny needs to go put some more ointment on his bites. He's itching over here.
You know the funny part was I was talking. What was that girl's name?
Which guy?
The gal who was handing us all of the bananas and ideals and stuff.
Oh, Baldomero's wife? I can't remember. I think her name is Baldomero's wife.
Baldomero's
wife. You know, the funny thing was, I was kind of chatting with her off to the side, and I was showing her my mosquito bites, and she was like, "Oh, you know, just like a few, like what you got. You shouldn't have to worry about dengue or malaria or anything." I'm like, "Okay, I'm glad that I shouldn't have to worry about this." Thank you.
So then Johnny went and looked up dengue.
I'm looking it up, and I'm like, "All right, well, we're gonna find out in a few days."
That's not even. That would not even be funny.
No, that would be funny.
That would be horrible.
Yep.
Anyways, we'll cut it here.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it a night. So, no idea what's happening tomorrow other than going to the mall. And when I say going to the mall, it is not. That is not a mall.
We'll document that.
We'll show that. Picture a very nice QT. Anyways, we will see you back here tomorrow. Good night. Jonny was stretching for everybody. He was going to give a whole show.
Yeah, some might call it stretching, others might call it belly dancing.
Either way, it's going to pay for our food this morning.
Good, see? Guatemala coffee.
Guatemala coffee.
I don't think we need to be sold on it, but good to have that reassurance.
Guatemala coffee.
I say Colombia coffee.
If I were to get a Mennonite girl's phone number, I could call her with one of those deer calls.
Oh my.
What's your name? Horse and buggy.
We have a problem with that.
Yeah, Andrew.
I'll stick with my truck.
You said horse and buggy, you'd rather stick to your original name?
I said my truck. I wasn't going to tell the people what kind of truck I had.
Isn't a ridgeline basically a horse and buggy?
A lot of smack coming from somebody that drives his wife's Jetta. So do they have like midwives? Do they give birth at home?
Oh.
In a trough?
Is that a question?
The water was just in here.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like that big of a cavity.
What's taking? Men find me desirable.